Today's horoscope, Libra May 29th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The Sun and Mercury are heading into alignment, taking you to a peak or turning point on a mental level. Illumination or at least increased mental clarity is in store, giving you a new perspective on your life. Conversations, news, and thoughts are significant, helping you clear up misconceptions, confusion, or uncertainty. Now is the time when plans form or come together, mainly related to your communications, studies, personal interests, or travel. There can be strong motivation to share your work, ideas, or beliefs now and this week. There can be a real buzz of ideas with you today, and blanks fill in, or an important piece of information can arrive that completes a picture. It's helpful to remember that while conversations can be interesting right now, an emotional or sensitive element could be missing. The heavens are bringing forth gorgeous cosmic frequencies for you today. In fact, you may like them more than any other zodiac sign because two very special areas of your sky will be highlighted. Mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger of the mind and communication, continues to send rainbows through the vast heavens. He will catch the eyes of majestic Neptune in your solar house of partnerships at this time. This means that you could have a fabulous time with your one and only friends, or if single, meet someone new who captivates your mind and could end up becoming a long-term partner. Put yourself out there. A growing awareness leads you to choose your words more carefully. There's a mismatch between what you say and what others hear. Aim for clarity. Resistance is something you possess in spades. You are quite resistant to colds, are able to work despite distractions, and you easily resist temptation. When you find resistance in yourself, however, your tendency is to back away and pretend it isn't there. If you find yourself resisting the health practices you identified days ago, the first thing to do is suspend judgment. With an open mind, go back to your list and find other options that suit you better. Resist discouragement. If you're involved in an emotionally complicated relationship today, may be the best time to part ways. The essence of the vibration favors sound and mutual relationships. It also speaks to the need for closure in order to move forward toward greater personal growth and expansion. While it isn't ever easy to say goodbye to something you've invested your heart and soul into, sometimes it's necessary. If this is the case for you right now, don't put off the inevitable. The moon's return to an adventurous part of your chart today and friendly aspect to Pluto in a playful and creative part is going to ambush the working week. But not only will there be no pushback, instead there is support from forces that are ready to make things happen. The moon not only returns to your sector of adventure, travel, learning and discovery as a new moon, but just as Jupiter moves into his final 2 weeks here. With Jupiter just 2 weeks away from your career sector and the moon returning in 2 days to start setting things up, this is a chance to first embrace the playful, creative, and adventurous side of life's fence, in between a friendly aspect between the Sun and an adventurous part of your chart and Pluto in your romantic sector that peaked over the weekend, and another between Mercury and Pluto that will peak tomorrow. The moon is doing the same. Returning to an adventurous part of your chart as a new moon, this will add fuel to a mix of romance, adventure, and nostalgia that has been building since the weekend. Daily planetary overview. Today might feel a little heavier than usual, like you're trying to move forward but the road is foggy and uneven. With the moon forming tense aspects to both Saturn and Neptune in Aries, there's a mix of emotional confusion and inner frustration in the air. You might sense an undercurrent of tension, perhaps at work, in a group setting, or even within yourself, as if you're carrying an invisible weight that keeps pulling at your mood. If you're feeling irritated, drained, or unsure of your next step, you're not alone. This is the kind of cosmic weather that stirs up impatience with authority, structure, or anything that feels restrictive or unfair. It's especially challenging today to collaborate with others or to work under systems that feel rigid or out of touch with your personal values. Maybe you're stuck waiting on paperwork, dealing with a supervisor who micromanages, or simply feeling boxed in by expectations. Whatever your particular situation looks like, the frustration is valid, but how you respond can shift everything. Take a deep breath. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is pause, reflect, and choose grace over reaction. If you've ever looked back and thought, "I wish I had handled that better," let today be a chance to practice that wiser version of yourself in real time. Despite the inner pressure, there's a silver lining. Your naturally warm and relaxed energy has the potential to be a balm for others and yourself. If you lean into your ability to see the bigger picture, you can turn a stressful day into one filled with reconnection and growth. Visits, whether in person or virtually, might be on the horizon. These aren't just casual encounters, they're opportunities to deepen your relationships, patch up old misunderstandings, or simply remind someone they matter. Consider doing something thoughtful for someone today. A small gift, a kind note, or even a spontaneous phone call can go a long way. Acts of kindness don't have to be grand to be meaningful. Maybe you've had a friend on your mind or a family member you haven't reached out to in a while. Follow that nudge. These little moments of connection help build emotional bridges that can carry us through rough waters. You're likely to notice a quiet surge in your confidence today. It's not loud or flashy, but it's steady and it helps you move through the day with a deeper sense of understanding. You're beginning to recognize the patterns in your life, the lessons that keep repeating, and what they've been trying to teach you. Take some time for stillness if you can. Whether that's a quiet walk, journaling, or simply sitting with your thoughts, this is a powerful moment for reflection. Ask yourself, what am I learning right now? And how can I use this awareness to move closer to the life I want to create? Creatively, you're on fire. Let that inventive spark guide you. You may find yourself brimming with new ideas, a project at work, a hobby you've been curious about, or even a group activity that brings friends together for fun and shared purpose. This is a great time to say yes to something out of your routine. Maybe it's a new fitness class, a community event, or simply brainstorming with people who inspire you. You'll be surprised by what emerges when you give your imagination a little room to breathe. On the financial front, today is extremely promising for smart, grounded decision-making. If you've been waiting for the right time to invest or make a purchase, this may be your moment. You're tuned into the right instincts, and you're not easily swayed by pressure or surface-level promises. Don't hesitate to ask friends or mentors for their input. They might offer clarity or insights you hadn't considered. Physically, your energy is strong but not unlimited. Be mindful not to stretch yourself too thin. If you're the type to push through exhaustion, take this as your permission slip to prioritize recovery and plan ahead. With a bit of preparation and intentional pacing, you can maintain your stamina and protect your well-being for the long haul. So, as you move through today's shifting energies, remember, discomfort often precedes clarity. What feels tense or cloudy now is actually creating space for a deeper understanding of who you are, what matters most, and where you're headed. Lean into what grounds you, take care of your needs, and don't be afraid to let others know what you need too. Have you been feeling any internal pressure lately? Are you navigating tough decisions or finding creative ways to reclaim your peace? I'd love to hear what this energy is bringing up for you. Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to hear. This isn't just another day. It's a meaningful step on your journey. Stay patient with the process. Trust that you're growing even when it's hard to see it, and know that brighter clarity is just around the corner. You are capable, creative, and more resilient than you think. Keep going.